interaction with Ramakrishna is also very unusual. Because I told you, Ramakrishna liked his youngsters to test him to the full. Because he knew they was going to stay with them for a very short time. And with Vivekananda, he stayed for about 5 or 6 years, no more. So within these 5 or 6 years, he has to mold this character to be able to take this message. So he had to make sure that the mold is perfect. So every time Vivekananda tested him, fought him, in fact he said, I fought my master every inch of the way. Everything he said I rejected. He said, I love Mother Kali. He said, this is just imagination. You kind of, lost your things, kind of all this issue, Mother Goddess and Kali, it's all rubbish. It's just your imagination. Just imagine telling your master that. And he was, once in a while, this Ramakrishna establishing God realization. Here is this young boy challenging him and telling that this is your imagination, just daydreaming, it's not real, Mother Kali. And Ramakrishna would get rattled. This man would get rattled, the teacher would get rattled, he would run into the temple because instead of seeing the image, he would see the Mother Goddess. Then he'll come out running, smiling. He says, rascal, I checked with Mother Goddess. She said, don't worry, this boy doesn't believe in me. In days to come, he's going to cry in my name. You watch him, don't worry. So yeah, I'm not going to listen to you. So this was the kind of relationship. Also, this Ramakrishna was strongly attracted to Vivekananda. I told you. He was waiting for him to turn up. He was tremendous drawn, very strongly. If Vivekananda didn't turn up at to see him, he would go and visit Vivekananda. He was drawn. Remember I told you the story of Ramakrishna. Here is this God-man. If you are serious about spirituality, about God, he will come knocking on your door. He will break open the door and come to you. This is unusual about this person. He comes searching for you. So every time Vivekananda didn't, he would turn up, go to his house and upset him. Say, I'm doing my MA degree or something, you keep disturbing me. He would go and visit him. Tremendous love. Because of this love, Vivekananda, I told you, he kept challenging his master all the time. He said, look, you heard the story in the Puran about Bharat Raja. If you got fixation on somebody, it can be detrimental to you. It's not good for your spiritual progress. He was telling Ramakrishna, you should not have fixation on me. This is detrimental to you. Remember the story of Bharat Raja. In the story of Bharat Raja, just somebody who perhaps don't know, the story of Bharat Raja, there was ancient king, King Bharat, who was highly kind of enlightened. He ruled the kingdom, and in later age he said, look, I've done my job, I'm going to retire and just focus on the idea that I am the spirit, Atman, and just spend my time in meditation. So he disappeared. These people had the power to do that, walk away from the kingdom, flick their kingdom away, and walk into the forest. He lived in a little hut near the bank of a river, and spent his time in deep meditation. I am the spirit, experiencing the flow of the spirit. Well, this was going well. One day while he was like this, with his open eyes was looking, a deer came in. The deer was pregnant. It kind of collapsed, gave birth, and died. And there's a little baby deer. It was going to be kind of easily kind of taken away by the stream. So Bharat Raja had to stand up and rescue the little baby deer. And he said, I must nurse it. He started nursing it and feeding it and looking after it. And all the time, this great king would be looking with very kind of glorious eyes at this little deer growing in front of him. He became fixated on the deer. And when he died, the story goes, he was reborn as a deer. Hindus warn us, it's very crucial that when you are about to pass away, think of higher things. If you think of lower things, you can easily be catapulted into the wrong arena. So the story is, anyway, so this is the story. He said, this is what Bharat, you remember, don't be fixated on me, told Ramakrishna. It's like story of Bharat Raja. And this Ramakrishna would get rattled because this boy was so dramatic. He was so sure about himself. He would get rattled. He ran to the Mother Goddess. He keeps like a little boy running to the Mother Goddess. And the Mother Goddess, he came out smiling. He said, no, I checked. Mother Goddess said, the reason why I'm fixated on you is because I see nothing but God in you. That is why I like you, my boy. The moment I stop seeing God in you, I'll not even look at you. That was the kind of all the time charged up.